Welcome, fourth grade, to Science at Home. So today I thought I'd do an experiment related to the digestive system. Okay, so if you can do this at home, it'd be really cool. If not, that's okay. I will show the whole thing in this video. But if you can do it at home, I'll tell you the good time to stop so that you can do it at home and have your own observations and outcomes. Now, I also understand right now, not all of you have the materials you need to do this, and that's okay. That's why I said I'll still go through this. So the primary thought today, again, looking at the digestive system, is does it make a difference how well we chew our food? Does it matter? I mean, it's all going to the same place. Why does it matter if we chew? So, what you're going to need is 3 clear glasses, if possible. They could be plastic. Trust me, in school they would have been plastic. I'm going to do 3 small potatoes that will end up in each one of these. But the potatoes will be prepared in a different way. Okay. So a total of 9 mini potatoes. Again, that's if you have it. Hydrogen peroxide, a measuring spoon, so we put the same amount of hydrogen peroxide into each one. Now this is where we need an adult. You're going to be cutting up these potatoes, so I do have a sharp knife, and I also have a blender type thing with sharp blades inside. If you don't have that, you can still cut them up really small. So, in the first glass, we're going to have what we call whole bites. You just eat it as it is. Okay? You don't even take small bites. Now, this next one, we're going to cut them a little bit smaller, as if you took small bites off your food. Okay? As if you took small bites off your food and you chewed it. But still, not that much. Now the last ones, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the blender so it'll really be chopped up really well. Now, of course, if you don't have one of those blenders, you can continue to chop this up even smaller. Okay? But I'm going to put it in there. And nope, I can't do that out here. So I will be back in a moment with this all chopped up. Okay, so there we go. So we started with the same amount of potatoes in each one. But already, do you notice something the moment you start chewing stuff? Okay, this doesn't look that full. So when you eat large bites of food like this, or just swallow things whole without biting it, your body doesn't get as full or feel as full, even though it's the same amount of food. It's kind of interesting. It's just an interesting observation. More air and stuff gets caught in there and makes you a little more full already, which, by the way, is a really good way to help manage how much you eat. Okay? Chew it well. That's the first thing. But still, it's all going to the same place. It's all going to the same place. So I want you to take a moment right now to write a hypothesis. What do you think will happen if I add some stomach acid, hydrogen peroxide, to each of them? So in our stomachs, we have acids, we have things that help break down the food so that our body can then draw the nutrients out of the food. Believe it or not, your mouth has some of that too. It's the saliva. It starts breaking it down, moistening and softening the food. So it starts actually in our mouths, but then down in our stomach, it happens even more so. So again, hit pause, write your hypothesis, your guess as to what's going to happen. we're going to add the same amount, that's why the measuring spoon, of stomach acid, hydrogen peroxide, to each of our stomachs that we have here, okay, which each have the same amount of food. Will it make a difference? This would also be the time when you would just, if you could set it up at home, do it at home. But if you cannot set it at home, we're going to watch what happens. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon into each container. So in science, we do try to keep things the same. So I'm using the same amount of hydrogen peroxide, same amount of potatoes. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but do you see any reactions? Do you see anything happening? I know I can see it. So in this one, our stomach acid's actually having a hard time, especially if you eat things that still have an outer skin or whatever else. Our acids cannot get to the softer part of the potato and start breaking it down so that we could draw the nutrients out of it. Okay. Over here, yeah, we're having some reaction, but still not too much. And look what happened over here. So this is the best outcome you could have of what's happening in your stomach. Okay? Things are being broken down. Your body is able to draw all the proper nutrients out of it. And you feel full before you've overstuffed yourself. Sometimes like this, we keep eating until we feel full, and then we overstuff ourselves and eat too much. But if we take our time, well, chew our food, chew it well before we swallow, then our bodies will be able to tell us, you've had enough to eat. You've had enough to eat. And our bodies can also draw all the nutrients it needs off of that food. So again, try this experiment at home. And that's all I have for today. I just wanted to do an experiment about the digestive system. So this is an opportunity today, if you aren't able to set it up at home or whatever else, or if you just watch this whole video, is go back to your previous lessons that we've been doing in this unit, be it things about plants, things about animals, because we're trying to compare their processes together. Okay, so this is a process that happens inside our bodies.